Journey, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 75 degrees, going up to a beautiful 83. Starting to feel like fall, y'all. Starting to feel like fall. Even though yesterday was kind of hot. It was still beautiful, though. I was out yesterday, had to go to Atlanta to an art exhibit, which was really, really nice. Got to see some amazing artwork. I like all that kind of stuff. I like art. I like a lot of stuff. Like, you would think that I was this artsy-fartsy kind of person. I'm not, but I do like art. I like crafts. I can't craft a thing, but I be trying. Like, I got resin projects. I got mug printing I got all kinds of projects, y'all. Like, for real, though. I got all kinds of, like, my husband, let me tell you, I got a Cricut, like a commercial Cricut, you know, like the Cricut that cuts stuff out, that I have never used. It's shameful. I'm embarrassed to say it. It is shameful, but I do. And it's crazy because I like arts, but I'm just not an artsy person. And I want to be. I want to be an artsy person. I'm just not. And I try to be. You know what my art is? My art is doing just what I'm doing right now. And this is one of them. Talking on this microphone, right? Because I like it. And also starting businesses and helping people start businesses. So I guess that's my gift. Like, even though I love, like, trying to start something, so I'll start doing the artwork. And then I'll stop, then I'll start, then I'll stop. Because it doesn't hold my attention for long. Like, I could watch it on YouTube, watch people make beautiful things. Like, I'm going to make that, right? And then I start out trying to make it, and then nothing happens. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I certainly did. I went to the football game. Friday night football, baby. It's back. It's back and live. So my nephew plays for Grayson High School. And I went to the football game. Let me tell y'all this, though. I love watching my nephew play, but I was pissed off at Mercedes-Benz Stadium and Corky Kale. I was so mad because what happened was, I'm about to say this, like, what had happened? No, I'm just kidding. So what happened was, the baby, so my granddaughter likes football, which is the craziest thing. And it's probably because she's been going since she was really like a baby. Because we started taking her to the football games when she was probably around a year old. And because my nephew plays ball. And so he started taking her to the game. So she likes football. So for the last month, she's been saying, Gia, we going to the football game? And I'll be like, yeah, we're going. And then she'll go, we're going? I was like, yes, we're going. So she kept saying that. And it was so cute, y'all. Because every time she would ask me, I'd be like, yeah, we're going to the football game. And then she'll go, we're going? And I'd be like, yeah. So Friday night finally got here for her to go to the football game. So my husband said to me, check and see, do you have to pay for her? And I said, well, you probably wouldn't have to pay for her. And so at first I wasn't going to check, but then I went online to check. I didn't see anything where it said pay for kids or anything. And I'm looking for it. I didn't see anything where it said, you had to pay for kids. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they're like a certain age, you have to pay. But I'm thinking she's 3 years old. So, and not only that, it wasn't a full stadium. It was a high school game. So it wasn't like it was a Falcon game. It was a high school game. And it wasn't like it was like, you wasn't going to fill up Mercedes-Benz Stadium with high schoolers, right? And so we get to the gate at Mercedes-Benz. And so when we get to the gate, I go through with my ticket. And so I'm trying to bring the baby through, and the lady goes, she has to pay. And I'm like, she's 3. And she's like, yeah, but if she's above this, so she had the little turnstile that you go through. If she's taller than the turnstile, she has to pay. So I was like, oh my God. I said, I didn't see it anywhere, but I didn't want to cause a ruckus. And I was like, okay, let me just pay. Well, let me tell y'all what happened. So the lady said, well, let the baby come on through on your second ticket, which was my husband's ticket, and just pay for his ticket. And so the baby came through, and then I'm over there trying to pay for my husband's ticket. Right, so when I went in to pay, it said $33. Now, originally the tickets were $25. It said $33. So my husband is standing on the other side of this turnstile waiting for me to pay, and I'm thinking this got to be wrong because I paid $25. So I said $33, and I said, okay, whatever. It's probably $33 because we're at the gate. It was $33, and then when I went to actually check out, it was $49.35. And I'm like, wait a minute. I just clicked on $33, and when I get to checkout, it was $49.35. $49.35. And I kept I was like, nah, something must be wrong. So I kept trying to go back to the original link. It kept telling me the link wasn't no good anymore. I kept trying to do that. It was no good anymore. And it just kept saying $49.33. And it wouldn't let me move past that. And I was like, oh my God. So by now we standing up there about 10 minutes because I'm pissed off. So I asked the lady, why is this saying $49.35? And she's like, well, it must be the fees. So a ticket that should have been $25 ended up costing me $49.35 for a high school football game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium with Corky Kell. I was not happy. I rarely write reviews, but I wrote a review because I was so upset. Because here's my thought, right? Even if the kids had to pay, that's cool, but I didn't know because I would have paid. But even if a 3-year-old had to pay, why would you charge them full price? They're 3 years old. They don't have a clue about what's going on. They just need a seat. So why not charge them half price? Not only not that, you get to the gate, it's one fee. So everybody pays one fee. And then you go up $5 on a ticket, and then you add a $16.35 surcharge. It was I was pissed off. So I was kind of mad about that half the time I was there, because I was like, I can't believe that. And I was so pissed off. But I wasn't happy with Mercedes-Benz. I wasn't happy with Corky Kell, and I didn't give a good review because I felt like that was horrible. And there was a lady behind me, same situation. She had 3 kids. She had a set of twins. And they were going to charge her $49.35 for each one of the kids. Literally. Which means she had a set of twins in a stroller. They were going to charge her $49.35 because it was 3 kids. So she had her ticket, and she probably thought like I thought. Well, you don't have to pay for the kids. $49.35. And so the security officer that was there told the girl that, because the same girl that let me in, because she could have just said, listen, just come on through because you didn't know. She didn't say that, and I guess that's her job not to do that. But what was crazy is behind me, the lady with the 3 kids, the security officer told her, just let her pay for one. Instead of paying $150 for 3 kids, she said, just let her pay for one and let the other 2 in. So the girl paid for 1 kid and let the other 2 in. So I was very unhappy. I wasn't happy that she got a chance to just pay for one because she still had to pay that $49. And I would not have wanted her to pay $150 for some babies to go and sit in a game that they have no clue about what's going on. So I wasn't happy about that. But even though I wasn't happy about that situation, my nephew won. Grayson High School won the game. The score was 32-12. They kicked butt, y'all. It was a good game. So they kicked butt, and so shout out to Jalen Bell, baby. Jalen Bell. His I think his name is For Problem. I don't know. I gotta ask him, where'd you get that name from? For Problem. That's like on his social media. It's the number 4. And then in the word problem. I have no idea why he got that. I'm gonna ask him too. What makes you get that name? Anyway, Grayson kicked butt. Friday night football. It was Saturday night actually. It was Saturday night football. It was a great game. So I had a good time nonetheless, even though I had to pay $49 for a ticket at the gate, which I think that is high. Arthur Blank, if you're listening, or somebody who knows him, let him know I'm very upset about that. That was ridiculous. And so I wasn't happy about that. Arthur Blank. So just for those of you who don't know, Arthur Blank owns Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Him and some other folks. I think some other folks. He might own it by himself. So my brother was sitting up there, right? He said, look around, look at this stadium. That's why that mother freaker is a billionaire. I said, no, he a billionaire from Home Depot. He said, he owns Home Depot too? This is my brother. I was like, yeah, he does. He goes, wow. Yeah, he owns Home Depot too. So I don't know if he still owns Home Depot, but I know he was definitely one of the founders of Home Depot. Anyway, let me stop rambling on about my life. I had a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekend as well. Let's get on with the rest of this show. Today is August the 22nd. Yes, y'all, it is August the 22nd. We are about to knock September down. Yes, we are. Less than a month away, it will be fall. How about that? Summer will be officially over in a month, and it will be fall. That's so crazy. Time be flying. It really does. All right, so today is Monday, August the 22nd. It's also National Bail Day. National Being Angel Day. Now this is pretty interesting, right? Because I think I've done 2 angelic things this morning. I made 2 offers to some people who wanted a service from me, and my heart said make the offer, and I did. So I guess I'm being an angel today to at least 2 people. I don't know about anybody else, but I made 2 offers today because I really feel like, and it was something that were really heavy on my heart. 2 of them, both of them. And I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I could do this. Like, what is this? Not gonna hurt me to do this. So I made 2 angelic offers today. So, you know, maybe they'll take me up on them, because one person actually asked me for it. The other person kind of hinted around to it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the offer. You know, I'm gonna make that offer, and you know, maybe I can help somebody. So, anyway, it's National Be an Angel today. So hopefully, I've been an angel to 2 people who needed my help. It's National Pecan Tart Day. That sounds really good. I like pecans. It's National Surgical Oncologist Day. It's National Tooth Fairy Day. How about that? It's National Never Bean Better. Bean, B-E-A-N, better. Speaking of beans, I made beans and franks yesterday. They were delicious too. I don't cook very often. And yesterday, beans and franks was what I thought about. My husband, like, yeah, we need to have something else with that. So he made chicken. He made chicken to go with the beans and franks. But my beans and franks be slamming, y'all. And now what's crazy is I didn't get a chance to eat but like a spoonful, because I went out yesterday to the art exhibit. So by the time I got home, I wasn't trying to eat anything, but I did taste them. So everybody know my beans and franks are the bomb. And they were good. So my husband was like, yeah, but we put some chicken with them. I was like, that's fine. Do what you got to do. But I know for me, I was like, it's going to be beans and franks today. I needed something quick because I had a lot going on yesterday. And I was like, I don't have time to really cook anything. I'm going to throw these beans and franks in the oven. That's a full hearty meal. It really is. So you got meat and you got beans all together. And I did that. But anyway, it's never been better. So I said all that to say that. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Today is Monday, August the 22nd. We're going to kick off our horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thomson. But today, we're going to kick that thing off like we always do. You know how we do it. We start off with Aries. Aries, looking to making changes to your personal papers, and don't neglect those bills that have been piling up. Take the time to do something nice for your friends or relatives. You must not let fellow workers take advantage of your fine talents. Oh, my husband, are you listening to that? So my husband, we used to discuss this all the time, because my husband has been in the pharmaceutical manufacturing industry for a very long time. And he is like the go-to for everything. And I think, and he heard me now, he's probably mad, but I'm going to say it anyway. I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. He's been in the pharmaceutical manufacturing industry longer than that, since he was like 18. So what does that make him? 36 years in that industry? Yeah. So 38 years. 38 years he's been in that industry, right? Hear me what I'm saying. He's been in the industry since he was 18 years old, literally making medicine since he was 18. And so I'm always annoyed but I stopped being annoyed because I realized I don't think it had anything to do with the people. But people, they rely on him at work for everything. When he's not there, they shut down departments because they can't run them. It's nuts. And they don't run those departments until he comes back. So he rarely takes a vacation, not because he can't, pretty much because he loves what he does, right? And it took me a minute to wrap my head around that. But I kind of felt like they was taking advantage of his fine talents, which I always do. Because I feel like he should be making like upper, like double digit 6 figures. That's what I believe. Like he should be making like them big six figures, right? And he had an opportunity to be a manager, and I think part of the reason he wasn't was him, and the other part was them. And I just feel like he just does not make enough money for the talents that he brings to that job and to the industry. And I talk to him about that all the time, but I realize me talking doesn't help the situation. So anyway, Aries, you must not let fellow workers take advantage of your fine talents. I said all that to say that. My husband has fine talents. You say anything pharmaceutical manufacturing, yeah, he has the answer. Like, that's his thing. He's been doing it a long time. It ticks me off when I feel like people are taking advantage of his fine talents. Taurus, if they're really interested, they'll wait. Weigh the pros and the cons and make the decision that will change the conditions you've been living under. You may find that others do not do things the way you want. However, if the job gets done, let it pass. Okay, let me just say this. I'm going to go right on that line right there. This is a bad habit for most of us in this world. This is a really bad habit. We say stuff like, I wouldn't do it like that. That you would not. And you know who made me think about that statement? My friend Georgette. She's one of my best friends. And so she said to me one time, I was giving her, I was venting about something that my husband and I were going through. And I said, if it was me, I wouldn't do that. And she's like, yeah, but it's not you. And I'm telling y'all, and that was a long time. It had to be 15, 20 years ago that statement came about. And that has stuck in my head. Yeah, you wouldn't do it that way because it's you. So you can't expect people to do things the way you do them because they won't. As long as the job get done, Tars, as long as it gets done, let it pass. You just got to know. And that's with anything in life, right? I mean, I have someone right now, and I don't care how many times I have told her this because I'm sharing the wisdom that somebody shared with me. You cannot expect people to do things the way that you do them because they won't. They're going to do things the way that they do them. So it's somebody right now who won't talk to somebody in my family because that person felt like the other person should have did something that they would do. And so the person literally stopped talking to the other person. Just stop. So I knew something was wrong because I hadn't seen the person. I said, okay, something is wrong. And something is always wrong. That's the other part. Like everybody does something to rub her wrong because she feels like everybody should do things her way. And I'm like, they're not going to do if you just learn to understand that people are not you and they're going to do things their way. Oh, but I would have did that. I would have did that. I said, but that's you. She just can't get that through her head. She won't. So she has truly exiled herself from the family because one person, not everybody, one person in the family didn't react to something she said the way she thought they should have reacted. Not even the person has, and I didn't even tell the person. The person has no clue that this is a problem. And I just refuse to go to the person and say it because I know what they're going to say. I don't have time for that nonsense because it's nonsense, right? She's upset because that person did not react to something she said the way she thought that they should react, not do, react. So because they did not react the way she would have reacted, she stopped talking to everybody. Just stop talking. So and so in her mind, because it's crazy. But anyway, no one is going to do things the way you do it, Tars. As long as the job gets done, let it pass. The important thing there is that it got done. How they did it is not that important, as long as it got done. Gemini, comfort is a necessity. Check your motives. You will attract potential lovers. Be sure that you're unattached. All right, listen. You're going to attract some new people in your life, some potential lovers, but you need to be unattached, Gemini. Don't bring people into your circle, your triangle of mess, right? Don't do it. Don't nobody want to be involved in all that crap. And if they like you and they're worth getting to know, if you are attached to somebody, that's going to be a problem. So don't do that. In the meantime, invite people home to discuss plans for group fundraising events and outings. So you might meet that person, that potential lover you might meet them at this fundraising outing that you're about to have, this group meeting. But if you're attached to somebody, that's going to be a hot mess. Don't do that. Cancer, be careful. Your ideas are good, but make sure that they are realistic and start off on solid ground. Your personal life will be under the gun, and you may want to avoid the questions your lover is going to want to ask. Ooh, what question is that? Get involved in activities that will be fun for the whole family. Ooh, what question is that, Cancer? You trying to avoid the question? What is that? That could be the big question. Is that a question that you want to avoid? Now, here's the thing, Cancer. If that's a question that you want to avoid, you may want to rethink that situation. I'm just saying. If you know you really don't want to answer that question, you might want to rethink whatever that thing is, whatever that situation is. You might want to rethink that. For real. I'm just playing. I'm just saying. Just saying. Leo, you may find that family members may not be too easy to get along with. You may find yourself in a romantic situation. Now, so find yourself. See that? The key word right there, the little underlying key word is find yourself. What does that mean in a romantic situation? Take part in stimulating debates that will allow you to show off your intelligence. All right, smarty pants, show your stuff today. Show them how smart you are. Don't be obnoxious, though, because sometimes smart people are so obnoxious. It's like, oh, my gosh, shut the F up. I'm just saying. So I'm saying what somebody's thinking, because you sit next to that person, and they know everything. Right? And they're just always talking about what they know, what they do. You want to say, oh my God, please, you're killing me right now. Listen, I'm saying it for you. Shut up. But in the meantime, Leo, show them how smart you are. Don't go overboard, though. Nobody likes a smarty pants for real. They don't like that person that think they know everything. I'm just telling you the truth. I talk to people and I'm like, oh my God. You trying to talk? If you talk to somebody, right? I know I'm real chatty today, but that's because I slept well. You ever talk to somebody, you think you're talking to them and they're just talking, you just bow and you just going, wow, because you can't get a word in because they know everything and they monopolize the entire conversation. I talked to one person in my circle that does that all the time. They call like, hey, I just calling to see how you doing. And I'm like, I'm good. And after I say I'm good, the rest of the conversation is everything what they got going on. Not once have they ever said, girl, what you got going on? How can I help? Never, ever. It doesn't happen. The whole entire conversation is about them. And they either know everything or they got a lot going on. They need a lot of answers and stuff. I stopped talking to them. I'm like, when I see the number, I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking to them. Because it's just going to be a one-sided conversation that I don't want to entertain. Just saying. All right, Virgo. Get them to pitch in if you need help. You must consider yourself for a change. Don't let your mate talk you into going somewhere you'd rather not go. If you don't want to go, just say I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? If you really... Okay, here's the thing, though. Is it something that's really important to them that you could just really go and you just don't want to go for whatever crazy reasons, right? So you may say to yourself, okay, I'm going to make this sack. I was talking to somebody, and we was talking about a trip going to Greece. And they were saying that their spouse wanted to go to Greece. They wanted to go to Hawaii. And I was like, okay, so is your spouse going to Hawaii? He's like, yeah. But they really don't want to go, but they're going to go. And I said, well, are you going to Greece? And they was like, why would I go to Greece? I said, because your spouse want to go to Greece. And they were like, no, I'm just going to be unhappy going to Greece. But it's okay for your spouse to compromise and go with you to Hawaii. But you wouldn't take a minute to you wouldn't make the compromise to go to Greece with her? And they was like, yeah, but you don't know you're going to be unhappy. And here's the thing. You're not going to be that unhappy. It's a beautiful place, I'm sure. So just bite the bullet and go because you're compromising. That's what relationships are about. Compromise. It was funny. But anyway, I said all that today. Sometimes you got to compromise. And you may not want to go Virgo, but is it really something really important to them that they really just want you to be there? Because if it is, then make the compromise, especially if it's not going to hurt you or cost you anything. You just don't want to go because you don't want to put on high-heel shoes. Or you don't want to put on a suit, put the suit on, put the shoes on and go. In the meantime, if it's something that's really just not important, like, look, I ain't going. That simple. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thiessen. Stay tuned.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me. But now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. So
It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Your mind may not be on the job. Your ideas will be well received. You may have been too agreeable to someone who just wanted to use you. Watch them persons, watch them people, because some people will use you up if you let them. You just have to say no. Watch them, and they can be so convincing and so persuasive, right? And you just, you want to help, so you let them. You agree to help them, and they really just trying to use them. So watch your back, Libra. Scorpio, you may be offered opportunities that will result in higher earning potential. Take care of the needs or responsibilities of elders. Don't hesitate to voice your ideas and opinions. All right, listen, you're gonna get them opportunities. That's a great thing, Scorpio. So people are watching you. People are always watching you, just in case y'all don't know that. Folks are always watching you. So you're going to get the opportunity to shine and also possibly make some extra money. So keep doing your thing and just know that people are watching you, and opportunities are going to come your way. Now, you have to decide whether or not those opportunities are something that you want to take. All right, cool. Sagittarius, watch for empty promises that may give you false hope. You can get the attention of important individuals, but it might not be the time to get them to help or back your ideas. Get involved in the activities of children. All right, so here's a good thing. You're going to get the attention you need, but it may not be the time to get them to back your ideas. And it could be for several reasons. Are you actually ready? Because here's the thing. Sometimes you think you're ready, like I'm ready. And then people step up to help you, and you really aren't ready, right? You really aren't ready. And what happens is you flounder, or you squander the opportunity because you really weren't ready. So even though they may be ready to help you, you need to make sure that you're ready to receive that help. That's important. That's important. You only get one time to make a first impression. Capricorn, stay mellow. Stay mellow, baby. Travel will promote new romantic encounters and additional cultural knowledge. Be careful not to misplace your wallet or your belongings. All right, so listen to you. You're going to travel. Stay mellow and travel. You're going to get some new romantic encounters, and you're going to learn something culturally. Some of my sorority sisters are on their way to Ghana this morning. Oh, I wish I was on that trip. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I wish I was on that trip. But I'm going to go. Like, my goal is to go to Africa next year. Greece and Africa. Now, that's 2 big trips. I don't know if I'm going to do both of those in the same year. But one of those, I'm going to be going on. I don't know if it's going to be Greece. I don't know if it's going to be Africa. It could be both. Those are big trips, though. Because I think somebody told me it was 20 hours one way. I'm like, oh, that is too long to be in a plane. That is too long. I just can't help. Ooh, that's too long. All right, Aquarius, romance can surface if you get into some of those fitness programs you've been putting off. You can make a big difference to children if you are understanding of their difficulties they're experiencing. Business conducted in your own office will proceed smoothly. Handle your business at home, Aquarius. You want it to go smoothly today? Handle your business at home. That's what you got to do so that it can go smoothly. All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Colleagues may try to undermine you when talking to superiors. Don't let your emotions take over. You can't make things better if you don't know what to fix. Listen, say it again, stars. Say it again, stars. You cannot make things better if you don't even know what to fix. Oh my God, said it. Listen, fish. Somebody out there needed to hear that today. You can't fix stuff if you don't know it needs to be fixed. I say that all the time. You can't fix stuff if you don't talk about it. It doesn't get fixed. It gets swept under the rug, and then the rug it's just piling up under the rug. You can see the rug lifting up off the floor because you got so much ish up under the rug that you swept up under there. And then you can't fix it if you don't know it needs to be fixed. You can't make it better. You cannot. In the meantime, fish, watch it back. Somebody's trying to undermine you at your job. So watch them. Every smiling face ain't your friend. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them backstabbers. Yeah, OJs do that way better than me. But anyway, watch your back, fish, because they trying to undermine you. And in the meantime, you can't make it better if you don't know what to fix. How about that, y'all? How about that? All right, cool. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news that you can use. Gwinnett commissioners approve increase in trash collection fees, but also implement new accountability requirement for haulers. Yes, so you're going to get some increases in them fees. Residents of unincorporated Gwinnett will be paying more to have their trash picked up. I'm sure they're not going to be happy about that. while the companies that pick up their trash will face new accountability measures under changes approved by the county commissioners last Tuesday. The amendment to the county solid waste collection agreement with 5 trash pickup companies, also known as haulers, will result in residents in unincorporated parts of the county paying $16.38 more per year for garbage pickup. So you're gonna have to pay some increases, but they're gonna require these haulers to they gotta step up their game too. Says at the same time, haulers will now be required to communicate directly with the residents when their trash can be picked up, and the companies will also face penalties when they miss collection. So one thing I can tell you about our trash company, when they know they're going to be late or something, they definitely they would call you like the day before, especially when we're on a holiday schedule. I get the call like, hey, your trash will not be picked up today because we're on a holiday schedule, which puts them behind like a day. So Thanksgiving, they don't pick up on Thanksgiving, so we know that the garbage probably won't get picked up until Saturday because they're a day behind schedule. So anyway, but now when you have a problem, I've always called them directly. Actually, like I don't think it's never been a time where I did not call directly. But just know you're gonna pay $16.38 more per year for garbage pickup, and that's not a lot. What is that? Like 50 cents or something? What is that? A little bit over $1. Some people say $1 is $1, Audrey. I get it. I understand. I ain't gonna argue with you about your dollar, but it's not that much. Not only that, the garbage people, the sanitation people, they also need like a cost of living increase. Everything is going up, so they need that. Northcross is offering a small business grant program. Anything to help small businesses is good. The city of Northcross, in partnership with ACE, Access to Capital for Entrepreneurs, is investing $600,000 of the American Rescue Plan Act funding into a small business grant program. The grant program will help small businesses negatively impacted by COVID-19 retain employees and paying operating expenses. Grant awards given to businesses will be based on the 2019 annual revenue, according to the press release. Qualified businesses can use these grants to help pay rent, utilities, and other operating expenses. So, I think that's a good thing. And I think every time I read this statement, it's always Northcross. Now, I was on a call a couple of weeks ago. There's a grant that came out in Gwinnett County that's overseen by the United Way of Atlanta. And so when I saw who could get the money, it was not small businesses who were suffering. It was like anybody that was like in homelessness, that caters to people who are homeless. And I'm not saying that they don't need it, but small businesses need that money too. So every time I see a grant coming out for small businesses, it's always coming out of the city of Northcross. I have never seen one come out of Lawrenceville, and I've never seen one come out of Decatur. I've never seen one come out of Buford. I've never seen a grant coming out to small businesses in those areas. So we thought that the one that was coming out from United Way was going to be for small businesses, and small businesses like people that are struggling. And not saying that the companies and the nonprofits that it's coming out to are not suffering. It's just that what happens to the other small businesses. So I always see Northcross bringing money out for their small businesses. I'm wondering when the rest of these towns are going to step up and say, hey, listen, here's some small business money for you too. So I'm just wondering about that. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County and beyond. Stay tuned.
What can I do? You're so loving and gentle to the core. What can I do when you fill me with happiness and much more? What can I do? You're so stunning, I just can't look away. What can I do? I should know by now, you make my day. Never more will dreams expire. Keep it burning, baby, got this fire on my head. And don't dare to let go, cause each day for you, my love will grow. When you're not here your hands gently on my face. What can I do if there's tears? You kiss them all away. What can I do? There's no way I could ever walk away. What can I do? I should know by now. You make my day. Never more will dreams expire. Keep it burning, baby. God this fire. Hold my hand and don't dare to let go. Cause each day for you, my love will grow. When you're not here, my heart is screaming out your name. Feels like a heart attack and you can fix the pain. Without you, I will never be the same again. It's you running through my veins. Your love runs through my veins. Oh, oh, your love runs through my veins. I'll never be the same. Your love runs through my veins. Yeah, your love runs through my veins.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Gwinnett County is growing so fast, y'all. Like, it's growing really fast. We have almost 1 million people living here in Gwinnett County, and so every inch of Gwinnett where I go, they are building up some new units, some new apartments, some new housing. I'm talking about everywhere. I was going down what street was that? Grace and New Hope Road the other day. And so I've been living here nine and almost 10 years. June of next year be 10 years. And there was, when you go down Grace and New Hope Road, like once you cross over New Hope and you keep going, you cross over, I think it's Chandler. Cross over Chandler, keep going. And when you get past Chandler on the left-hand side, if you're coming from New Hope Road, there was a house. And it had like a little teepee in the front of it, right? And I know it was one family that lived on all of that land, because I would see this lady or a man come out, and they would come out like on a golf cart to actually check the mail, because I would see them sometime, right? So I would see them come out and check their mail, and I'm like, oh, okay, so they live here, they got a lot of land, and you can see them drive out. And so I would see them drive out or whatever to check the mail. So they've been living there for a long time. Anyway, they sold the land. And when they sold the land, I'm sure they sold it to a developer. So I'm driving down Grace and New Hope Road, and now they are about to build on that land. And it's crazy because that was just, when you would pass by, it would just look like trees. It would just look like nothing but trees. And then you see the little teepee kind of looking thing, but it was a mailbox, so you kind of knew it was a house back there. It's a lot of land. So I'm saying all that to say, they are finding every piece of land right now in Gwinnett County to build on, because they need the housing. Now, on the flip side of that, Buford and Lawrenceville are going to upgrade some aging public housing with modern units, which is cool because they're not building really too much public housing, especially affordable public housing. They're trying to say they're going to do that, but the prices, everything I see is right now is $300,000 or more. I don't even think I've seen anything at $300,000. Pretty much everything I've seen, and I drive around Gwinnett all the time, is like $400,000 and up. They said they were trying to build more affordable housing. I just don't see it. The affordable housing that I have seen are supposed to be for rent, and even those started like $1,790. So if you're not making that kind of money, $1,790 is a stretch, because last year that was a mortgage for somebody. Now it's rent. Anyway, they're saying that the old public housing units in Lawrenceville and Buford, some that date back to the 1950s, are on their way out. Yep, they're on their way out. Said they're going to start fixing these houses up. You know, they're going to start making them better. Yeah. So they said the floor plan isn't inviting anymore. They're old. They're outdated. Don't have dishwashers. Oh, God. Lord, what would I do without a dishwasher? Ooh, child, let me tell you. I don't know what I would do without a dishwasher. It's so crazy because I went to Jersey and my friend had a cookout for her birthday and she didn't have a dishwasher. And I'm looking at all them dishes. Let me tell y'all something. Since I was a kid, I hated washing dishes. I've never, ever, ever liked washing dishes since I was a kid. I'm telling you, that was the most disgusting. And you know what was crazy about that? Because I would hate when people put food in the sink in the dishwater, right? Put the plate in the sink, it's got food still on it, so you got to wash dishes, and you're touching all this stuff that's, oh my God, just thinking about that make my skin crawl. I've never liked washing dishes. So I cannot even imagine a house without dishwasher. Because I could tell you when I was in Jersey, I rarely washed dishes. I would cook. I would do the laundry before I wash dishes. I hated washing dishes, and to this day, I do not like washing dishes. I put everything in the dishwasher. Matter of fact, I forgot to turn the dishwasher on this morning. I put the dish pot in there and forgot to turn it on. Anyway, there's a woman. She's 73 years old. She says, I'm going to have a brand new everything. They're going to upgrade her existing apartment, and she's going to have a brand new everything. She's going to get a dishwasher, y'all. God bless her. Yes. She said, how blessed can you get? I know, baby, because listen, some parties my updating their bathroom. I'm talking about putting that dishwasher in. She said, how blessed can you get? You know, efforts are being made across the state to upgrade existing public housing by renovating or building new homes, and in some cases surrounding them with mixed income communities with oversight from housing authorities. Private developers are building many of them with the help of tax breaks or incentives. So they're going to be doing some upgrades. So the Gwinnett cities of Buford and Lawrenceville both have projects in the works. While Norcross is in the early stages of upgrading its public housing, Buford will replace and renovate 140 units, tearing down 2 communities and adding 3 more. Lawrenceville will expand the number of affordable apartments in the area, blending new public housing units with affordable and market price apartments. That's pretty cool. The Paces Foundation, an affordable housing developer, will build approximately $34 million in investment in Buford using low-income housing tax credits from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. That's pretty cool. One Street Residential is building 2 Lawrenceville project developments that will cost an estimated of $60.8 million. Lawrenceville developers will also make the use of credits for the city's affordable housing project. So they're going to get a facelift. You know, they're going to get some new, some units are going to be brand new, some are not. I think that's really, really cool. Hearthside, Lawrenceville will become the new home for residents located for 20 public housing units around the city and will bring 120 additional affordable housing units to the area. Ms. Ingle will be one of the 20 families to relocate there. So she's going to get a whole, not only is she going to relocate, they're going to relocate her. The lady said she's going to have a dishwasher. She said that's blessed. Yes, ma'am, it is blessed. You hear me? Because I hate washing dishes. Lord knows I do. The new units will serve residents who earn up to 80% of the area's median income. The median income is $52,500 a year in Lawrenceville, according to a recent U.S. Census survey. A family-oriented development in Lawrenceville, Southtown Square, will mix 40 public housing units with 116 apartments that are affordable and the rent at rent market rate. Nobody's going to know who's low income and who isn't. That's nice. Oh God, listen to this, y'all. Ma'am, you are blessed. God bless your heart. This lady pays $197 a month in rent. Lord have mercy. I don't think I have a bill in my house that's $197. Let me think for a second. Let me see. $197? Yeah, I don't. Every bill I pay is over $190. Her rent is $197. Every bill in my house is over $197. God bless you. God bless you. Yes, that's exciting. So God bless them, because you know they don't have to feel left out, because it's gonna. And I think what's really nice about this is that it's gonna be affordable, but it's blended into houses that probably cost $200,000 and $300,000. or townhomes, so they don't have to be left out. So I think that's really nice. So now they can feel inclusive and not like I'm some kind of outsider because I can't afford to pay, $17.50 for rent. I can only pay $197. Not on that. She is an older woman. She's 73 years old. And she said, I am blessed. Yes, ma'am, you are, because $197 for a brand new house, ooh, that is a blessing. To read that full story, go to ajc.com. I think that's really cool. Some of the houses they got, they look really nice. So God bless y'all. Man, that's nice. They got one person that pay $150 a month, $140 a month for a 2-bedroom home. Lord have mercy. Said this is a blessing. Woo, that is a blessing, child. That is a blessing. Yes, God bless them. I ain't mad at them. The Duluth Police Department is looking for officers. They need some police, baby. They need some police to protect our streets. Ted Sadowski, said the department wants to hire 7 or 8 officers. The starting salaries will range from $50,668 to $55,952. And certified officers or those with enough experience can qualify for a $3,000 sign-on bonus. We got a shortage here in Gwinnett County. They got a shortage in Duluth. They said we need some more officers. We need about 7 to 8 more. The department is authorized for about 70 officers, and it will hire both post-certified and non-certified officers. So anyway, you can visit the police department's website if you're looking for a job, DuluthGA.net, Department's Police Department. So if you're looking for a job or you know someone who want to go into law enforcement, Duluth is hiring police officers. $50,000. The starting salaries are $50,668 to $55,952. And if you qualify, you can get a sign-on bonus of $3,000. All right, cool. All right, so this is my last story, y'all, and then I'm gonna go to a song. I thought this was a good story to share because I'm always just happy to hear a great story. So it says a former Buford resident who wrote a dog training book while serving time at the Gwinnett jail now has a new life and a business in Tennessee. That's a good story. A Buford native who wrote a book about training dogs while incarcerated in Gwinnett County now has some new chapters. That's pretty cool to add to his life story. His name is Sean Hawkins. He was incarcerated for 7 years after conviction for driving under the influence of drugs. Now he lives in Wildland, Tennessee, and has a dog training business called Trouble to be Trained. That's nice. Which is also the title of his new book he wrote in 2017. He said, I learned and I got the experience training dogs when I was in Gwinnett County Jail, where I did 3.5 years. Hawkins said of the Operation Second Chance program, I gained so much knowledge and experience there. So when I finally got paroled, when I paroled out and wanted to start a business, that's what he tried. I think that is, let me tell y'all something. So when I went through Gwinnett Citizens Academy 101, right? They took us to the jail, and in the jail, they took us to the unit where the dogs were. And so the dogs actually live in the jail with the inmates, and they sleep in their rooms. So this is a great story. And he turned his life around. He took something while he was in jail, and he turned his life around. Now he's an author and a business owner. You can do whatever you want to do. You just got to, especially if you're in jail, make the time to do something amazing while you're in jail. Just do that because you can. That is a great story. He said, now free for 2 years after spending 3.5 years in Gwinnett and the rest of his time in 3 different state prisons. Hawkins was also featured on TV's The 700 Club to share his story about how his faith enabled him to overcome his addiction in the past. And he's happy to share that testimony anytime. Faith, courage, hard work, inspiration, it'll do it for you. To read that story, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. You can read the whole story there. All right, that's a good story. I just wanted to share that. All right, I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Caught by a feeling, goes me I'm the right or wrong, gets me what I want, call me, baby, yeah. I hear the calling. I hear her calling.
I've been thinking about you. I'm waiting for it all to come true. I'm longing to hear you say, you know that I miss us. I wanna be the one that you trust, 'cause you have stolen my heart away. There can be no other. Baby, I don't even bother. Whatever they have to say. My heart's already chose you. It's so scary thinking I can lose you, that you will turn and walk away. Maybe I win, maybe I lose, but nevertheless I'm in love with you. So what can I do? What can I do? Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. So come and take my breath away. Come and take my breath away. Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. I never thought I'd feel this way. Falling, yes, I'm falling. Those blue memories start calling, but you can take it all away. 'Cause I am yours forever. No one can love you better. Tell me, is it you and me now? Maybe I win, maybe I lose, but nevertheless I'm in love with you. So what can I do? What can I do? Every day is getting harder. Every day choose me. So come and take my breath away. Come and take my breath away. Come and take my breath away. It's getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way. Never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way. Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. So come and take my breath away. 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 Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way. Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. So come and take my breath away. 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 Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. I never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way. Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. So come and take my breath away. 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 Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. I never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way. Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. So come and take my breath away. 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 Every day is getting harder. I'm begging you to choose me. I never thought I'd f It's getting harder when you choose me. I never thought I'd feel this way. Never thought I'd feel this way. Feel this way.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration. And I'm not even sure if I had said this one before, but this is one that's near and dear to me, like right this second. So if I said it before, it was a long time ago, I'm going to say it again because it really is worth repeating. It says, and here goes, it says, don't be afraid to start over again. This time you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Oh my God, let me say that again. Don't be afraid to start over again. This time you are not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. Oh my God, that is so relevant to where I am right now in my life. So recently I've been thinking about starting a couple of new businesses too. And I had to decide on which one that was going to be really feasible. Now, one of them, they both are very good businesses, very, very good businesses. And I had to look at my life and the lifestyle that I want to use and I want to live. And I said, okay, which one of these are going to be beneficial to my lifestyle, right? Not just looking at the financial side of it, but also to the life that I see myself living. And so I went to a couple of investors. I got one investor to say yes, but the more I thought about it, I said to myself, this lifestyle is not going to give me the type of life that I want. So my investor said yes, but I have not pushed it any further because I had to stop for a second and say, which one of these is really going to be like the best lifestyle for me? And that business with my investor said yes. And he said yes, like right out the gate. Like I put the email out there and he was like, yes, count me in. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. So I started doubting myself, but I'm not doubting that I couldn't do it, knowing that I could, but looking at the lifestyle that it was going to change, it was going to create for me. And I was like, yeah, that lifestyle, it's not what I want. I don't want to be busy all the time. I don't want to be looking at reports all the time. It was just a lot that was going to entail building that business. And it would not have allowed me the freedom that I wanted to have in my life at this point in my life. And so I looked at another business. Actually, I launched this business a couple of years ago, and I closed it down because it scared me. I'm just going to be honest with you. It scared me because somebody ordered from my Shopify store. They ordered like 3 things, and it scared the daylights out of me because when the products that I was selling was coming from Turkey. I thought they were coming from China. They were coming from Turkey. Freaked me out, y'all. You would think that would be a good thing. Not for me. It scared me to death, and I closed my Shopify store down. And but that would have afforded me the lifestyle that I want because it was a drop shipping kind of company, and I did no marketing for real. So I listed on Shopify, and people found my store and bought three things off the store. And so I thought about that, and I said, you know what? Now this would be the lifestyle that would give me the freedom that I want. And I can't be freaked out when people buy stuff. Like most times you be excited. Oh my God, I got my first 3 sales. Not me. I freaked completely out. Shut the store down. Shut it completely down. I kept the domain name, but I shut the store down. And because it freaked me out because the person, like one of the people who ordered, they were like, hey, I didn't get my order yet. And I'm like, wait a minute. She ordered like, 2 weeks ago. Well, come to find out, it was her order was coming out of, her particular order was coming out of Turkey. Now, I had a bunch of different companies that I was working with. Her particular order was coming out of Turkey. And because of the pandemic and everything that was going on, it was kind of stuck. And so it freaked me out. And I was like, oh, no. I'm not going to be aggravated with this. So I closed the store down. So the crazy thing about it, I look back now and think, girl, you were nuts because you didn't even market that thing and made three big sales. Like one of my sales was $118. Like that business could have been bumping right now. But when I tell you it scared the daylights out of me, and I was like, yeah, I shut it right down, y'all. It was crazy. And it took me no longer than a month to make it happen. That's the crazy part. And when I look back, I made so many mistakes. Like my Shopify store wasn't optimized. I didn't put all the bells and whistles. It was crazy, and I still made 3 sales and shut the store down. But I'm gonna launch the Shopify store. So I decided on the business that was gonna give me the type of lifestyle that I wanted, which is a lifestyle of freedom. Now, granted, I will have some things that I have to do, but the other business would not have afforded me that type of lifestyle. I would have been more hands-on and just doing a whole lot of stuff, and I didn't want to be. I was like, I don't want to do that. And I thought about it real hard, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So anyway, sometimes when you start over, it's okay. Just know that if you've done anything in that space or anything in the entrepreneur space, anything in any space, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just know that. Hey, listen, that's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 1 hour and 6 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Be sure to follow me on all my platforms at Good Morning Gwinnett, and also download the app from the App Store. Go to goodmorninggwinnett.com if you missed any of the past episodes, to listen to past episodes there. I will be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. You guys stay safe out there, and until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.